Okay, guys, this is the second try. I have to tell you, first of all, evidently there's some major electrical storm, maybe it's sunspots, maybe whatever, and it's just messing up communications all over the place. My last show, we got disconnected like 3 or 4 times, so I didn't know if he was talking to me, and he didn't know if I was talking to him. And our control, my control engineer's in Phoenix, and I'm in San Diego, so that was a lot of fun. So let me talk to you from the heart first. There's an awful lot of weird stuff going on, and trust issues and all kinds of crazy things. And this stuff with the judge, watching all of this baloney and, I can't remember what happened, and we were too drunk, and the whole issue of being drunk at 15 kind of gets my hackles up. Anyway, because that's kind of one of the reasons I'm a recovering teacher and a practicing therapist. My first doctorate actually was in education. 15-year-old kids shouldn't be at parties drinking stuff. So the whole issue should have been moot. And so that's why I dragged out my yearbook here. Now, I know I predate her a little bit, but I did go to the school that they made the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And I don't know what she considered was Fast Times. I know what I considered was Fast Times, and the movie was made at my school. And man, I didn't see any of that drinking and partying like on all that wahoo. And there I was where they were making movies about it, and we didn't drink. Well, maybe a few did. I thought grass was what the custodian was mowing on the weekends. I will show you my yearbook now. I'm 71 years old. I'm going to be 72 next summer, and I remember all kinds of details. I can show you my yearbook. We don't got to redact anything because there's nothing to redact. I could show you lots of pages, but don't need to. The girls were wearing white gloves in here. Oh, by the way, because I'm telling you stuff that might be a little strange to millennials, here you go. I am not weird. I am just a limited edition. Didn't smoke, didn't drink, didn't get in trouble. We just went to school. We enjoyed ourselves. I was going to wear I still have the pin from high school. Our favorite club was called the Oddballs. And we had a little pin that had a little 1 and 3 and 5 on little billiard balls. Because the Oddballs, oddly enough, did civic projects for fun. Now, in the teachers here, if you saw that movie, and it's still around, you can watch it. It's really funny because I think it was one of the first movies that Sean Penn ever made, and he was a goofy surfer, and he always fought with this teacher named Mr. Grove. We called him Lemon Grove, and if you live around the San Diego area, you know Lemon Grove is a fun place to go. So here's Mr. Grove. I will stick him in your face. That was Lemon Grove. Oh, scary guy. Oh. And so he fought with the character Spicoli, the surfer, and that was a scary character in those days. Terrible, 1965. And let's see what the next thing is. Oh heavens, it's me. Oh my gosh. What a wild looking girl. That's me, you guys. Goodness. Just scary. Was home by midnight or my parents would kill me on dates. No drinks, no smoking, nope. And we had our service clubs. This was the Oddballs. Oh my goodness. Scary bunch of people, huh? Well, that's what we did. We went to school, we did civic projects, we came home, and we remember what we did 50 years later. And if somebody managed to jump on top of us, we'd kick them back off. And then we'd go tell somebody about it, because that's what you do. Now, being a psych major, so one of my shrink professors tried to tell me that I was an adult victim of early childhood, assault. And, there's a thing called false memory. You can be hypnotized. You can just talk about it. You can whatever. You can pick up some crazy memories. If you ever play this game, where you go around and one person whispers something, another one does another one. By the time you get to the end of the thing, there's some pretty wild stuff going on. You can associate crazy memories that aren't even yours. So this guy said, oh yeah, you were assaulted when you were little. And we lived all over the world. And we had servants when my parents were out. I don't know. Anyway, he said, yeah. And I said, how do you know that? And he said, oh, from your mannerisms. Oh, from some of the subconscious things you say and do. You were assaulted when you were little. I said, oh yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. So he said, you should come to a group of other adult children of childhood molestations. It will do wonders for you. It's good. So I went, and I lasted 10 to 15 minutes. And then I said, I got to go. I think he thought I meant to the bathroom. I meant out. So the next time I saw him, he said, so what happened to you? He said, too much for you? I said, no, they were too, well, yeah, they were. He said, what? I said, I have a bunch of crybabies. I can't sit around with a bunch of crybabies. I don't know. Maybe something happened, maybe something didn't happen. But you know what? I am an adult now, and the past is past. You can't change it. And the future is a gift. Today is the present. We deal with the present because it's a gift. That's what alternative therapists do. You can't. Why would you deal with that? Why do you need to deal with that? Fix what's broken now and get on with a really great life. So here's the deal. Tomorrow, we have the best set of therapists on earth. There are going to be all kinds of them, really wonderful new therapists on earth. And we're going to talk about him. I wish we could have him here so I could pet him. I know that sounds like a perv, and we're talking about the perv. Well, he's not a perv. I don't believe any of that happened because she can't remember when, she can't remember where, she can't remember who, and she can't remember how. So I don't think it happened. Could be a false memory. I'm not trying to say the lady's mean or crazy or pervert. I don't know what happened. I don't think it did happen. But here's the deal. The group is camis and canines. So soldiers, veterans, having service dogs help them. They're great. They're great therapists. They don't ask for anything but food and water. They love you unconditionally. They heal you. They're better than humans. You know, a dog has like 1,000 times better senses than you do. They can smell when your blood sugar's dropping. They can smell when your blood sugar's rising. They can tell when you're going to have a seizure. I have a seizure cat. They can tell when you're going to be nervous, when they can tell when you're going to have a fall. Animals, oh my goodness. Service animals are the best therapists on earth, and we're going to have the head of camis and canines. We'll talk about some of the other service animals. I don't know about that lady with the peacock on a plane, but they are amazing. And we're going to talk about the guy who founded that. You're welcome to call in and talk about your service animal, talk about more service animals, talk about maybe volunteering with this group, whatever you want. There's just nothing better than the unconditional love of an animal. And shout out to my poor daughter-in-law because she had a Jack Russell Terrier from the day he was born. And in people years, he was 117. And he did pass peacefully, but he was a member of the family. So everyone send my daughter-in-law Barbara some love for her beloved Caesar. And, he's up on the Rainbow Bridge looking down on us, and he's sending love back. So until tomorrow, remember, it is okay to flip your wig. Don't go around accusing people unless you know the particulars. And send some love to all the people that are embroiled in all that stuff, because we gotta stop doing that. And we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Blessings.